Hey YouTube, Herbal Prepper here, and today I wanted to tell you about purple dead nettle. Now, this is a very common early spring weed. Unfortunately, it's considered a weed, but I consider it a very medicinal and edible herb. Now, as you can see, it has a square stem. These are some of the identifying ways to be able to know for sure that you're on the right plant here. It has a square stem, and that's the reason why it's in the mint family. It has hair. I don't know if you can see that, but it has little tiny hairs on the stem. The leaves are alternating, so you have like north, south, east, and west. See that? And as you move down the plant, it's small, larger, larger, largest. Okay? And as you flip this one up, you will see that the leaves are in a heart or even a triangular shaped pattern. Now some of these will have a purplish tint to them. See that purple hue running from the center off to the tip, and then it gets green as you get down. Not all of the plants will have that same identifying, but you will definitely know it from many, many other ways. Like I said, there's like 5 different ways: the stem, the hair on the stem, the leaf pattern, the way it's shaped almost as if someone took their hand and went down it. So they usually cone down in a way, and there's usually 4 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we don't even count the little one up there. These run, so basically wherever you see 1, you will see 2 or 3, 4, 5. And this is all, they're just going to continue to just run all across your yard. Now, in early spring, I like to let my yard go. I won't mow it. I won't do anything like that. And that's because I want to see about the new medicinal herbs, or also known as weeds, that have popped up, and that way I can harvest them. And so what you'll do, guys, is you'll just cut it off at the stem. All of this is edible, but of course the stem is going to be very fibrous, so you would cut it off right there and then just throw it in your little basket here. And so you can move on. You can dry these. Like I said, you can eat them just like this. You can throw them in stews. You can put them on salads. If you don't like the taste, you can take them and make a decoction, which is just basically boiling and reducing. So you'll put a bunch of these in a pot, boil it with some water, lightly boil, I always like to say, reduce it, and boom, you have a decoction. You can drink this. Keep in mind, it's going to be highly medicinal, so you're not going to want to drink a lot of it. But you'll notice you'll sweat more. This is good for if you're hemorrhaging. This is good for wounds. Make poultice out of the fresh. Of course, fresh is always best if you're going to make poultice. That way, some of the properties of when you're drying that dies out don't when you're, of course, picking it fresh. You can, like I said, use these for teas, and there's so much you can do, guys. It's high in iron and vitamins, and so it's very, very, very good for you guys to know about. Especially in a world when you're not going to be able to go buy nutrition. You're not going to be able to go buy oranges or apples or things that you're more commonly accustomed to eating. I'm going to tell you, when you first stick this in your mouth, it's going to feel awkward, and it's going to feel weird, and it's going to feel like, am I eating something I'm not supposed to be eating? But after you're used to it, it's not so bad. You actually start to enjoy the taste of things that you normally would not. So let me just tell you guys quickly, when you ingest processed foods, because processed foods have had their nutrients pulled and removed from them, because they want processed foods to last a long time, because as you know, apples and oranges don't last forever. So because they're so nutritious, they're going to eventually die and rot. Anything that is alive is going to die and rot. So processed foods are not really alive. So when you eat a lot of processed foods, or a diet high in processed foods, what you do is you deplete the body of its nutrients. So it takes nutrients to break down food. So your body sees this new food that's entered in, and so it has to go and pull from, let's say you ate some of this earlier today. Let's go pull from that and take it out of the stocks and the reserves from the body and use it to now break down this processed food, who of course does not have any thing to offer to your body other than it's going to swell in your stomach and make you believe you're full. It leaves you with no nutrients. So basically, what you do is you constantly continue to eat that stuff, and then you are depleting your body of nutrients. And before too long, sometimes years, sometimes months, you have a deficiency. Now, vitamin C and vitamin B, your body does not store. So these are things you have to get from your diet. You cannot just eat it now, eat an abundance of it, and your body's going to store it up. That's not how it works. That's why most all things that are green contain some type of vitamin C. Small amount, large amount, really just depends. So guys, I hope this video is a blessing to you. Go out there and you learn what you can now, so that even if you don't have the room to chop these off, dry them out, and store them now, you'll know. You'll be able to walk down the street and you'll say, look, there's purple dead nettle. And if I didn't tell you in the beginning, the reason why it's called dead nettle is because nettle stings you, and this doesn't, so it's considered dead nettle. So anyways, guys, I hope this is a blessing to you. Get out there and eat your weeds.